Hello everyone, welcome to Suhana classes. Dear students, if you are not subscribed my YouTube channel, then please subscribe it now so that you get my new updates. And here we are with class 6 mathematics, chapter number 2. Hi, hello everyone, welcome back students. Dear students, in our previous class we have completed our first exercise from the second chapter, that is exercise 2.1. And today we are going to learn the next part of our chapter. So what is the next part? The next part is learning the properties of whole numbers. So why we have to learn the properties of whole number? Students, just remember the properties of whole numbers make our calculations related to whole numbers very easy. So let us learn them today one by one. And here we have some list of properties that we are going to study today. So first property is closure property. Then next is commutativity of addition and multiplication, associative property of addition and multiplication, next distributivity of multiplication over addition, and the last is identity. So let me explain you one by one. What are these property and how are these helpful for us? So let's move for our first property, that is closure property. So students, closure property, what is this closure property? So it's very so whenever I am talking about the whole numbers, I always remember the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So all these numbers are my whole numbers. So suppose you take any two whole numbers in your mind. So I'll take 1 and 3. So if I add 1 and 3, what answer I am going to get? I am going to get answer as 4. So here 1 plus 3 is 4. So this implies addition is the closure property. How it implies? So just pay attention students. So 1 is my whole number, 3 is also my whole number. Both whole numbers, if I add, what answer I get? I get answer as 4, and 4 is my also whole number. So this you can do with various other numbers. You can just add 10 plus 5. 10 is whole number, 5 is whole number. And you add, when you add them both, you get answer as 15, and 15 is also a whole number. So that means what? The whole property of whole numbers, that is closure property, is under addition, is closed under addition. Means what? If two whole numbers are added, the answer we are getting is again whole number only. So this is about addition. Now let's check multiplication. Okay, so if I add, if I multiply 2 into 3, my answer is 6. So 2 3s are 6. 2 is also whole number, 3 is also whole number, where 6 is also a whole number. So closure property is closed under the multiplication also. Now let us see an example for subtraction. So if I do subtract 2 minus 1, my answer is 1. Yes, 2 is whole number, 1 is whole number. And answer whatever I am getting, that is also whole number. Suppose if I reverse the numbers, if I subtract 1 minus 2, what answer you are going to get? Is this subtraction possible? And if you do the subtraction also, the answer will come in negative number. So my negative number is not a whole number. Yes or no? So in some case, when we are studying about subtraction, some cases we get the number answers as whole numbers, but all the cases we do not get it. So that means what? Subtraction is not closed under the closure property. It is not satisfying the closure property of whole numbers. Here the same thing, if I reverse the number here, so let us check the answer is possible or no. So 1 plus 3 you do, or 3 plus 1 you do. Answer is again 4. Yes, no change. Here also in multiplication also, if you do 3 into 2, again answer is coming same. So if you change the number also, we are getting the same answers, but this does not follow in subtraction. So subtraction does not follow the closure property of whole numbers. So only addition and multiplication follows the closure property of whole number. The same happens in division also. Division also does not follow the closure property of whole numbers. So have you understood, students? So now let's move for the next property, that is commutative property of our whole numbers of addition and multiplication. So here commutative property is also followed by addition and multiplication and not by subtraction and division. So let us take an example and study it. Commutative property means what? If you do A plus B or B plus A and B plus A, in both the cases you are going to get the same answer. Means what? If you take 3 plus 2, my answer is 5. Or you can do 2 plus 3. You change the numbers. You are getting the same answer. So if you are getting the same answer, that means what? Commutative property is followed by addition. The same thing will happen in multiplication. You do 4 2s or 2 4s. In both the cases, I am going to get the answer same. That is 8. So commutative property is also followed by multiplication, but this does not happen in subtraction. You can take the same example. Here I got answer 1 and here I got answer as -1. By both these numbers are not same, so this is not followed by subtraction. Commutative property is not followed by subtraction. Now let's see the next property, that is associative property. Associative property we are going to study in the case of addition and in multiplication also. So what is this associative property? So suppose you take an A and in bracket you can take B plus C. So A, B, C are my any whole numbers. Just remember, whatever alphabets I am using, in that place you can use any whole numbers. Okay. So if you do A separate, if you keep A separately and first you add B and C, and if I add A plus B, or if I add A plus B first and afterwards if I add C, in both the cases my answer should come same. If answer is coming same, then only I can say that associative property is followed by addition. So let us take an example. So I'll think that my A is 1, B is 2 and C is 3. So wherever I see A, B, C, I will put the numbers as 1, 2, 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3. Here 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 5 and I am getting here answer as 6. Let us check it here. A is 1, B is 2 plus C is 3. So 1 plus 2 is 3 and this plus 3 as it is 6. So what answer I got here? In both the cases I got the same answer. That means what? Associative property is followed by addition of whole numbers. Okay. So same you can do with multiplication. You keep A separately, B and C you multiply first, and then in another case what you will do? A and B you will multiply first and then C you will keep aside, and at the end we will multiply by C. So in such case also we should get the same answer, and if you are getting the same answer, that means what? The associative property is also followed by the multiplication. So multiplication follows the associative property. So let us see. So A is 1 and B into 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is 6 and here I will get the answer as 6. So let us check here. A is 1, B is 2 into 3. So first I will multiply this. 2 ones are 2 into 3 and here I get answer 6. Here also I got answer 6. Here also I got answer 6. So this means what? Associative property is followed by multiplication. Okay, or you can say multiplication follows the associative property. But this does not happen again in subtraction and division, students. So you can try, you can just take an example and you can just try in case of multiplication. You check it on your own whether you get the same answers or no. So you will not get the same answers, your answers are going to differ there. That means what? Subtraction does not follow the property of whole numbers. Which is that property? Associative property. Now students, let's move for the next property, that is distributivity of multiplication over addition. So for this, let us take an example to understand it better. So I will multiply 6 into 3. An example for multiplication. How addition interferes here and how distributive property follows here. See here, 6 I will keep it as it is. 5 I can write as 8 I can write as 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is obviously 8. So I can open up this and write like this. Here, see, outside the bracket multiplication sign is there and inside the bracket addition sign is there. So what I can do here, 6 I have to distribute to 5, 6 I have to distribute to 3. This statement I can write it as 6 5s are in the bracket, which sign is there, plus, and again 6 3s are. So what I did here, I distributed 6 here to 5 also, I distributed 6 for 3 also. So distributive property of multiplication over addition. This is the thing what I am going to explain you. So here I can get the answer. Here this is 30 plus 18 and my answer is 48. Okay. So this what is the main intention to explain this property? We can make our calculation more easier since this is a small number. In very big numbers, if you follow this property, big numbers calculations you can do it very easily. So this property is called as distributive property of multiplication over addition. Is it clear, students? And the last property is identity. So what is this identity? So here identity of whole numbers, and that too we are going to study in addition and in multiplication. So that means what? Identity, seeing our own face. So that is known as identity. Okay, I will take an example. So 3 plus what? I will get the answer same. So you can guess here, student. For 3, I should add what number so that I can get the same answer. What whole number I have used here? Yes, it is obviously 0. So what I can say? 0 is the identity for addition. 0 is for identity for addition. So any number you take 100. 100 plus 0. Again I will get answer as 100. You can take 26 plus 0. Again I will get answer as 26. So whichever number you are taking, so that number you can get back again if you add that number by 0. Okay, students. Now let's check for multiplication. Okay, so here if I take an example for multiplication, I will take 4 into what number? I will get again answer as 4. So this is what identity of multiplication. So 4, how much are 4? Yes, obviously 4 ones are 4. Yes or no? So that means what? 4, if I multiply by 1, again I will get answer by as 4 only. So any number you can take. Any number you multiply by 1, you will get the same, that number only. That whole number only. So what I can say? 1 is identity for multiplication. So if any number, any whole number, if I multiply by 1, again I will get that 1, again I will get that same whole number as my answer. So this is what about identity. So these are all properties of whole numbers, students. Observe them properly, study them properly so that you can easily solve exercise 2.2. And till then, take care. Bye.